Now, just in case you're ever in a situation, not where you've lost this money, but where you need to make a payment to the IRS and you're wondering how to do so, let's walk through it. If you're looking on screen, I'm going to pull up the irs.gov website. It is surprisingly easy to sign up for an account and navigate how to make payments on this database. You're looking at the home page. You can go on the navigation bar to payments and payment options. And when you pull up the options for making a payment, it's going to ask for whether you want to pay by bank account, whether you want to pay by card, and it will also ask what you're paying for. Are you paying towards a past due balance? Are you paying for an amended return? Are you paying an estimated tax payment, which would be a quarterly tax payment? And when you go through those options, it will let you pick what's relevant to you and make that payment. So I went through this process and I chose to pay by bank account, and I set it up to pay $33,709 by bank debit. So that's April 14th. April 15th hits and I see that money debited from my bank account. So where did the overpayment come from? On Friday, they took the money out again. And while I wish I could say that it was because the IRS just hates me and they were picking on me, what I knew had happened immediately was that I had not paid attention to the full details of the tax return and tax document that my preparer sent me. If you're looking on screen, you're looking at an, of course, de-identified cover page that my CPA includes every year that he files our return. And if you're reading with me, it says, enclosed is your 2025 Form 1040 U.S. Individual Income Tax Return prepared from the information provided. Your return will be e-filed with the IRS once we receive your signed Form 8879 IRS e-file signature authorization. This means that I'm just giving them the authorization to e-file on my behalf. Now, here's the important part. It says an amount of $33,709 will be withdrawn on April 15th, 2026 from your blank checking account ending in blank, blank, blank. What this means is that I had failed to recall that I had given our CPA our account and routing number for our bank account already. And I had also given him permission to set up our payment so that it was automatically withdrawn at the same time the tax return was filed. So when I went in to manually make that payment, I actually set it up to double pay, which is why on Friday the 17th, my account was overdrawn. Now, obviously, there's a lesson here in paying attention to detail. I spent all of my time helping people with their tax returns, and I did most of the process right. But for something as important and an amount as consequential, I was so wrapped up in helping other people and doing other things that I didn't take the 5 minutes that it would have taken to simply go through the return in a little more detail, if not to catch mistakes, which there were none, to at least be able to see that the money was going to come out automatically. And it set up the next step of this journey, which is figuring out how to get it back and where to pull money from while I wait for my refund.